So let me just turn off this music and let's jump straight on in. Right, so ZVZ second semifinals from Team Vega Squadron. The yellow Zerg player Revolver spawning in the bottom right position. In the top left we have from eSuba Intel from Czech Republic, the green Zerg player Devil. So we have seen Devil play a couple of ZVZs today, and he seems to be a very solid player. He never went for any type of cheese in either one of his games, and here we can see his drone scout coming out. We have seen him do this versus in his previous ZVZ versus Rainman from KnightS Gaming, and I think he does this only when he does not know his opponent's style, and just, you know, because he wants to know if there is any early pull coming, if there is a fast hatch down, like he wants to get that early information as soon as possible and be annoying, such as, you know, like this. So both Devil and Revolver are going for pools at this point in time, and wow, this is actually a little bit interesting, as Revolver, being denied his hatchery for a little bit, he's going immediately into a gas, whereas Devil, he's going to be dropping down his hatchery, and his gas is going to be that much more later built. This could play a huge role later on. Look at this, Revolver still unable to get that hatchery down. This drone is still 3 hits away from dying. 2 hits now, and Devil does pull it back. The difference in the hatchery timing is actually 22 seconds here. That is 1 round of drones, or almost 1 round of Zerglings. So Devil is going to have a very, very slight larva advantage. What he is not going to have, however, is the gas advantage, and we can see the metabolic boost started right now for Revolver, as Devil is only just now beginning to mine from his extractor. Now this could be absolutely huge. 6 lings being produced by Revolver, and with the gas advantage he pulled drones off gas. Now he might just try to go and put a little bit of pressure onto Devil. Devil, if he doesn't build a baneling nest, if he waits for the speed, he might be in some trouble, as there will be almost a full minute where he will not have speed available for his lings, and his opponent will have the speed finished. This might give Revolver an idea that, hey, let me just go for a speedling all-in off of 2 bases using the natural hatchery as a macro hatch. And I don't know if Devil would be able to defend it if that were the case. As it is so far, Revolver only getting a little bit of a scout here going on, and yeah, it looks like he is going with the speedling all in. 14 more lings in production. Does Devil have any inkling that this is coming? He cannot see how many drones there are in the natural base. There, oh my goodness, I don't know if he will be able to defend versus this. Baneling Nest only just now started. He thinks this is a normal game, and now he knows. He sees all those Zerglings, and immediately he's doing the ramp balk. But I don't know if this will be enough. 12 links in production for Devil, 16 now. Question is, how fast will they be up? And without speed, well, those Zerglings will get surrounded very, very quickly. And as well, only half of them will be able to fight, because the other half is spawning in the main base. Baneling Nest is going to get targeted down, and Revolver is getting a huge advantage in this game. Drones having to be pulled off the line and fighting with the lings as well. Devil's supply plummeting rapidly here. Supplies are now equal, but falling very quickly, and more lings being rallied on by Revolver. Devil hanging on by a thread here, transfusing the queens, keeping them alive for as long as possible, buying time for more lings to come and try and defend this. But it looks like at this point in time Revolver is getting the decisive advantage. He does have more lings here than Devil does, and Devil lost all of his queens, so he he's got very little larva to work with. If we take a look at the larva counts, look at this. 6 larva, but Devil just doesn't have enough resources to spend them all. And Revolver is just, oh my goodness, this is so many links for Revolver. Almost one full control group. Good position there for Devil, but he will lose this fight, I feel like. And the drones are under attack right now. Devil caught completely off guard here by Revolver, and he, wow, GG called Revolver, taking it very quick game 1. And for those who think, oh my god, he just cheesed him, this was not a cheese, this was a reactive play. Revolver had his hatchery blocked with a drone, so he thought to himself, probably he wants to get a hatchery of his own. Let me get a gas, and let me surprise my opponent. And Devil just did not take that into account, that this might happen. So, the second map is going to be Derelict Watcher. And, well, Revolver is a very, very good player, very talented as well. I casted his match versus ESC Showtime, one of the top Protosses currently, who from time to time takes games off of pro gamers on a regular basis in some tournaments. And Revolver actually played a very, very, very even game with him. Alright, so here we are on Derelict Watcher. This time we have Devil from eSuba spawning in the bottom location here on the left side, and his opponent is going to be Revolver from Vega Squadron from Russia. The yellow Zerg spawning in the top. Let's see if Devil will go for the same kind of play, for the same kind of cheeky play, trying to deny his opponent's hatchery as he did the previous game. Looks like he is. Now the difference between Belshir Vestige and this map, however, is that the distances between the bases are a lot longer. So it will take more time for Zerglings to run across the map. And, you know, you can have Overlords in better positions here, because if you have an Overlord here, it's going to take more time for the creep to reach this place, if even the Zerg player is spreading it, than it does on Belshir Vestige, where the bases are closer to one another, the terrain is a lot more tight, a lot tighter. Pull going down first on 15 for Revolver, same as Devil. And Devil again trying to deny the natural hatchery from going down. Let's see if Revolver... No, Revolver this time around he's not going for the gas. And Devil, look at this. Oh, ha, 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 ha. He wanted to go up to check if there's a gas coming up. And this may have been a mistake by Revolver, just not taking the gas, or maybe it's just good for Devil, you know, juking his opponent, going up that ramp, thinking or letting Revolver think, hey, I'm going to scout your base now. You can put down the hatchery. So Revolver not reacting to it, and Devil will even get out with that probe. I mean drone. He could have tried to go up into the main base and check for gas timings as well. He might have done that, but as it is, both players going with a similar build order here, with Devil having a slight timing advantage here on the extractor. Not very significant though, so it should not play any role almost whatsoever in the game to come. His hatchery, however, does have quite a big lead of almost 25 seconds there. So yeah, that's again, that's one round of drones. Or almost one round of Zerglings. If Devil wants to stay defensive, this will give him the advantage he needs to produce Lings fast enough in case he's under attack. But I feel this time around we will have a longer type of a game on our hands. Just going off of the basic gas timings of both opponents. The question is now, what type of compositions, what type of strategies these players have in mind. I mean, on this map, it's a really long map, a really big map as well. Mutalisks are just so useful on this map. We have seen a lot of ZVZs revolve around airplay. And, you know, if one of these players does go for Mutas and the other one defends with Spores, then the game can transition into quite a long one, with Infestors, Hydralisks on the field as well, and maybe even late game Roach Hydra. All depends on the number of Mutalisks the Mutalisking player will want to be getting out. Spinecrawler being built here for Devil. He's making some defensive Lings here, only 4, because he does have that Spine, so he doesn't need more. And he does have Overlords in position as well to scout for any potential move-outs of units of his opponent. Revolver not really bothering with Spinecrawlers, and is in fact making his Bending Nest back home, which kind of leads me to believe that he will not be playing defensively at all. And indeed he will not. We have 24 Lings on the way. Will he hide them as he did before? He knows there are no Overlords around here, that's why he's got that Queen there to clear out the area. It actually pushed this Overlord a little bit back. But Devil's so good, scouts the Lings, and I wouldn't be surprised if I saw a partial wall-off trying to be attempted here. He does have 2 Banelings in production, and 2 already out on the field. These should be placed on top of the ramp, but as it is, he's going to need every single Baneling he can get, and oh my goodness. 11 Banelings morphing in. Oh, will he get a good connection? Not a good connection at all. Wasting 1 Baneling there for only a couple of Zerglings, and this Queen will be surrounded next. And Devil, good connection on the Baneling. He will weaken quite a few of these, but not cutting them off. And the Banelings are beelining for the mineral line. Will they get the drones though? Devil quickly splitting them up, but not well enough. He is still at a reasonably good spot regarding the economy, but the army supply is just not there. Fortunately for him, he did manage to save his Queen from dying. And Revolver, well, at this point he's putting a lot of pressure onto Devil. Devil trying to go for those Banelings, but deciding against that. Oh, but this is a very good move. Revolver on top of his game though, and right now it looks like Devil is actually stabilizing. If he gets good Baneling connections, oh, but these Lings could just run around the Banelings at this point in time, or could have run around and just went straight into the natural base of Devil. He's got more Lings coming in for him, but he's running out of gas a little bit. He needs to make these Banelings count. He cannot afford to lose any more drones at this point in time. The economy still even. The drones, though, only 1 hit away from dying, and there's still a lot of Zerglings for Revolver, but it looks like Devil has defended. And he is still on 31 drones versus 30. This game is very tense, and Revolver constantly piling up the pressure. He just refuses to give up. The problem is that Devil has his lair already done, and, well, Revolver is still only on hatchery tech, which doesn't bode well for him. I mean, if this attack doesn't work, then he's pretty much out of it. Oh, Devil, will you... Oh, such a good connection, Devil. You handsome nerd, you defending so admirably. And Revolver constantly going for those hits onto the probes, finally getting some of them, but not enough. 27 Harvesters versus 30. He doesn't even manage to get the Queens. Awesome transfusions that we have just seen from Devil, saving both of those Queens. And more Lings about to pop out. The problem is just that... no, I think actually with the next production round, Devil will be completely safe. Finally. Does have a sizable Ling advantage right now. He just has to avoid those hits, those Banelings on them, and with 3 Queens, this is completely shut down. Revolver having to pull back. His aggression was defended very nicely here. And with these Lings, well, I don't know if Devil will decide to go for a counter-attack. I mean, he doesn't have to. He does have the tech advantage. Doesn't have to go for a counter. It's Revolver who has to buy time for himself. Transitioning into Roaches now, Revolver. So, you know, definitely he knows that he is behind in tech quite a lot. And, well, Devil just morphing in more Banelings. I'm wondering if he wants to go for a counter-attack at this point, because he's not teching up. He does have the lair finished, but he's not teching up. And when those Roaches from Revolver start popping out, well, this is going to counteract the Banelings just a little bit. It still will come down to micro, I feel like, but having Roaches versus Banelings is just so good. And for the time being, Devil is defensive. There we go, finally having enough gas and minerals to get that Spire up. And now all Devil has to do, pretty much, for the next couple of minutes, until that Spire is up, is defend. Not waste his Banelings, because he, at this point in time, Devil wants to save up as much gas as possible, so that he can pump the maximum amount of mutas he will be able to once that Spire is done. Spire still has 50 seconds away from being done, though. And Revolver is streaming his Roaches forward. This will make Devil's defense a lot tougher. He has to build more Spine Crawlers now, because he's got nothing to kill those Roaches very effectively. His opponent still has quite a lot of Banelings out. Oh, not really killing those Banelings. That was a very bad trade for Devil. But this was a good trade. Getting 2 Banelings for only a couple of Lings. That's exactly what he needs to do. But the Roaches are the main threat. The Spine Crawlers are not yet down. The Banelings need to connect with the enemy's Banelings. And, well, I don't know if Devil can hold on for long enough here. He doesn't seem to have quite enough Lings, and more explosions are going off onto the mineral line. And Revolver is pushing in aggressively. 24 army supply versus 53. The Spire has finished though. 7 Mutalisks on the way, but the problem is it takes them forever to kill those Roaches, and now those drones being so damaged. Devil is losing every single one of those. He's down to 25 drones versus 41. The Roaches are camped inside his perimeter here. Mutalisks are spawned, but those Roaches might actually snipe the Spire before those Mutalisks finish them off. What are those Roaches going to target? It looks like they're going for the sure kills, the 100% kills on the Queens and drones. And look at this, Devil down to 15 drones only. And with more units being rallied in by Revolver, Devil is slowly but surely falling behind. Very much so. 0 drones remaining, unable to build anymore because he's lacking the minerals to do so. He might actually cancel this one Ling. No. He knows this is over. He's just waiting it out. GG called. Revolver taking the best of 3 series. 2-0. This was quite a close game, though. Just not enough Spine Crawlers, and a little bit... The Spire was a little bit late. I have to say both players played really well. In the end, it was Revolver who forced the responses onto Devil and was able to abuse his unit composition. Well, not the unit composition, but his gas income to the max. As I said, every single Baneling you make delays you from getting that Spire up. And you have to make those Banelings if such a high amount of aggression is coming your way.